Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran, has been eliminated. We're getting breaking developments on the story. Now, this is the latest breaking story on this front. Attacks on ballistic missile launchers and the destruction of unmanned aircraft. The Air Force of Israel continues to operate in Iranian skies. This is the latest that's been shared by the IDF and by the Israeli Air Force. They're very clear that they're not stopping just at the elimination of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei or the top political or military leadership of Iran. The next target is going to be destruction of all unmanned aircraft, the drones, the Shahid drones, and the ballistic missile launchers. That is what the Israeli Defense Forces have just put out on social media. They've also released some more footage of these massive attacks that we've been seeing over the last 24 hours. Airstrikes by both America and Israel, trying to completely neutralize Iran's capabilities of hitting back, not just at American or Israeli interests in the region, but also on the Gulf Arab countries. We're seeing numerous attacks on civilian targets like hotels, airports, etc. Now the next stage of this campaign will move towards neutralizing Iran's ability to launch ballistic missiles and its ability to continue operating and continue flying these cheap Shahid drones. Clearly, this is going to be a long-drawn operation. That's what the IDF has indicated. It is very, very clear that this operation by both Israel and America is not going to end in the next 24 hours or 48 hours. Trump has said that his stated objective was regime change, and that does not stop with just Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. I want to go across to Aman Sharma, who has more details on this. Aman, so the next stage is going to be to neutralize and eliminate Iran's ability to launch ballistic missiles and also to counter this unmanned aerial vehicles that are being sent, these drones that are being sent.
Well, yes, Zaka, see, I think the real capability of the forces on the both sides is on display here. You know, we earlier had a New York Times report earlier today explaining in great detail how Israel had carried out these pinpointed intelligence-based strikes and, you know, which were backed by also tracking, very sophisticated tracking, and the daytime strike at about 9:40 a.m., how they struck this particular compound of Khamenei, in which the supreme leader of Iran, his top leadership, even his family has been assassinated in that particular strike. And the New York Times went into great detail on how Israel and the US over the last 2 to 3 months, in fact, the CIA had been gathering this specific intelligence to take out the Iran supreme leader, and they executed it at a time when they got pinpointed intelligence that at this particular time in the morning, the supreme leader will be present in this compound in a meeting with his entire other leadership. And that is why also now we're seeing Iran, launching these strikes all over the Middle East. Earlier we thought till yesterday that Iran would be responding by attacking the US bases in the various Middle Eastern countries, but clearly Iran has also taken the bar higher, in a way gone beyond what everybody expected by attacking the civilian infrastructure in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in Bahrain, in Kuwait. The leading airports, the busiest airports in the world, be it in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, have been targeted. They are shut down. All the major airlines in the Middle East are not flying at all. So the entire airline infrastructure in a way has been crippled by the Iran strikes, and this is only getting more extensive as we have gone through the day today, Zaka.
We're seeing live pictures. In fact, these are pictures from earlier today. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel holding a security consultation meeting, taking stock of the situation after last night, after confirmation came first from the Israeli side, and then subsequently President Trump put it out on social media that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei had been eliminated. As you see Netanyahu come down and take his seat, you can see the entire Security Council sort of congratulating him, clapping their hands. Clearly, this is a huge moment of personal victory for Netanyahu. He has been talking about eliminating the Iranian leadership and eliminating Ayatollah Ali Khamenei for the last 40 years. He's been the one leader at the forefront of ensuring that Iran does not get access to a nuclear weapon, that the Iranian regime is weakened. And if you see from October 7, 2023, when the dastardly Hamas attack happened in various parts of southern Israel, he has completely gone in and changed the security architecture of the Middle East, particularly those threats that were coming, the terror proxies, whether it's Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, and now the fountainhead of all terror emanating in that region, which is the Iranian regime and the supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. So this has been a complete arc where Netanyahu has promised that he will change the entire security architecture of the Middle East. He will completely eliminate all the threats to Israel, to the Israeli population, and to the state of Israel. And he's done exactly that. He has completely gone out there and eliminated all of them. Let's bring you also some of the very latest pictures that are coming in. Iran is also hitting back. They're using these Shahid drones, which they have supplied to Russia as well in the Ukraine war. This is the latest that we've got. This is an industrial area in the UAE being hit by this drone. They've extensively used both drones and missile strikes across civilian populations in the UAE, in Bahrain, in Doha, Qatar. This is the latest picture that we've got of a drone strike at an industrial area in the UAE. Also, Iranian missiles hitting the Dubai airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. More than 95 million people traversing through Dubai International Airport. This is what we saw sometime earlier today, where a drone striking the Dubai International Airport. Airspace has been completely shut down in that entire area. There are very few flights taking off or landing in the Dubai International Airport, as indeed both in Abu Dhabi as well as in Doha. Let's also bring you up to speed with the other big visual that came. This is Palm Jumeirah, one of the most expensive real estate areas anywhere in the world, certainly in the Middle East. This is again an Iranian missile strike happening just at Palm Jumeirah, and this is the first time that Iran has targeted civilian enclaves, civilian populations in the last 40 years. Yes, there have been skirmishes in the past between Saudi Arabia and Iran, between Iran and the UAE. The first time that civilian enclosures are being targeted by the Iranian regime. Then Dubai's Burj Al Arab Hotel, which is one of the most prominent five-star hotels in that region, in the Emirates, in Dubai, again hit by an Iranian missile strike. This is an iconic building, almost shaped like a yacht, or at least the sailboat of a yacht. That building was hit by a missile strike as well. This happened late last night. So clearly, Iran is also amping up the tempo by specifically choosing civilian targets and hitting at civilian targets in these Gulf Arab countries, from Kuwait to Bahrain to UAE to Qatar. It's also hoping that these countries, who are all American allies, by the way, will put pressure on the Trump administration, will put pressure on Netanyahu, and then will eventually get the Americans and the Israelis to stop. Oman has been targeted as well. That was an Omani tanker just off the coast of one of the ports in Oman. Oman was the mediator between America and Iran. Oman has been targeted as well. CNN's Paula Hancock is reporting from Dubai after these Iranian retaliatory strikes hit the commercial area of Jebel Ali.
This is Jebel Ali on our left. We're just on the road between Abu Dhabi and Dubai. We have been seeing plumes of smoke rising from Jebel Ali. This is the commercial area of Dubai. We have heard from state-affiliated media quoting the IRGC saying that they have just carried out a sixth wave of attacks against US bases in the Middle East. Of course, it's unclear whether this is a direct hit, intentional, or whether this is falling debris from an interception. And this is the road from Abu Dhabi to Dubai. It is usually jam-packed. You can see how clear it is at this point. People are taking the remain in shelter warning very seriously.
Now we're getting more breaking news. The Iranian security chief, Ali Larijani, the chosen one before Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was eliminated, he has now come out and warned of unprecedented use of force. Ali Larijani is the secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, one of the senior-most figures when it comes to Iran's military leadership, security leadership. He has now posted on social media that Iran would hit the United States and Israel with unprecedented force. That is what Ali Larijani has said. He will play an important role in what is going to be Iran's retributive action or revenge attacks on America and on Israel. We will take a break on this note. You can see smoke rising from some of these civilian buildings across the Gulf Arab countries, whether it is in the UAE, whether it's in Bahrain, whether it is in Saudi Arabia too. Let's take a quick break on this note, and we'll try and get you more and more visuals as well as where this story is moving. Clearly, this war is not over yet. It's not ending with the elimination of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. America and Israel are going for the wholesale change of regime, and that's what their target is, and that's what they're doing right now. Quick break, we'll see you